Have you ever started writing a song but you couldn't think of a second verse or a chorus or a bridge, so you never finished it? Today I'm going to show you how to finish your songs with SUNO AI by taking one of my songs that I wrote when I was 16 years old. Beware, it's very emo.
Everything breaks, everything falls, everyone goes away.
So we're going to start by going into SUNO AI, and I'm going to create a new workspace. I'm going to call this Everything Breaks because that's the name of the song. I like to do this when I'm working on an actual song so that I have everything in one organized space. Next, we're going to go to audio and click upload, and I have the voice memo right here, and I'm going to go to cover. So you can see SUNO already transcribed the lyrics. I'm going to change this to chorus though because I intended for this to be the chorus, and in my head this was going to be like an acoustic emo type of song because I grew up listening to All Time Low and Mayday Parade and stuff like that. So I'm just going to type acoustic, emo, heartfelt, emotional, soft, indie, vulnerable, close mic feel, authentic, because why not? In the advanced options, I'm actually going to turn this audio influence up pretty high because first I just want to make sure that my vocal melody is the exact same while we get the seed of an idea. So I'll take this up to 85 and I'll keep the weirdness at 50 and make sure the vocal gender is male.
Everything breaks, everything falls.
I like that, but I want it to be a little bit more emo. I'm just going to put emo acoustic. Let's put intricate acoustic guitar. But I do like the chords that it chose because whenever I wrote this, it was just an idea with words. But now that SUNO has added some guitar chords, we can actually turn this into something real.
Everything ends, but in the end, we all know we face the pain alone.
I like that one. That's the one. I'm going to dislike all the rest of these so they just don't show up in the workspace and I don't get confused, and I'm going to like it. And now that we've got a basic idea, I want to go to remix/edit and I want to extend this because in my head I was thinking of having like a soft emotional acoustic performance and then going into like a guitar and drums break similar to Oh Well by Mayday Parade. Now we need to do a prompt for how it's going to extend from this part of the song. Pop punk, emotional, fast paced,
live drums, upbeat,
heartfelt, driving, electric guitars. Then I'm going to get rid of the lyrics and let's bring the audio influence back down to 50 and I'm going to put the weirdness up to 60% just so we get a little bit of randomness. That generated a 3-second clip. Let's try to put instrumental in brackets here so maybe it'll understand that this is supposed to be instrumental. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. It even did the guitar amp ring in the intro. Now we can click get full song. Now it'll have that acoustic intro blended together with that electric guitar break.
Alone again.
Now we can go to remix/edit on this one and extend it again so that way we can get a chorus because it extended to around a first verse and maybe a pre-chorus. And then we'll do chorus, belting, because I want to have that same chorus from the intro that was sung really soft but belting and like high pitched, angsty delivery. And we'll do halftime drums because I want it to slow down so it sounds more emotional in the chorus since the verse has upbeat drums. And I'll just copy the lyrics from over here and I'm going to bring this audio influence up to 75 because I still want it to make sure it does that same melody that I did in the intro, but I just want it to be belted now with more emotion.
Everything breaks, everything falls, everyone goes.
Nope.
Everything breaks, everything falls.
I think that's the one. But just to experiment, I'm going to change this meta tag from the halftime drums because I think it might be interpreting that instead of actually doing halftime as doing like offbeat drums or something. I'm leaving in all of these mistakes and experimentation so that you can see what to do and what not to do. So you can learn from how you see me using it.
Everything breaks, everything falls, everyone goes away.
So I'm going to get full song again. So we're kind of building up this song piece by piece. We've got half a song, and once you have half of a song, you basically have the full song. Because if you just nail down the first verse and the chorus, the second verse is basically just a reinterpretation of the first verse. We're gonna extend this. So now we've got an intro, a verse, a chorus, and now we need a second verse and a second chorus. So I'm just gonna go above this chorus and I'm going to type verse 2 in brackets, and that's going to be instrumental because we're going to worry about getting the lyrics and more vocals after we get the whole outline of the song done. And let's turn our audio influence back up to 75 to make sure it really stays with the theme of the song.
Everything breaks.
No.
Everything breaks.
Jesus. Let's try that again. And while that's generating, let's also try one with the audio influence taken down to 40 again, because that seemed to do well before. Sometimes you have to create a lot of these for what you're looking for to come out. But trust me, it's a lot easier than doing all of this yourself with no AI help. All right, I'm just gonna get a full song from this one.
Everything breaks. Everything falls. Everyone goes away.
So now we're gonna open this in Studio, which you have access to if you have the Premiere plan. So now we can go in here and we can start adding vocals at different sections. So we can write a first and second verse and maybe a bridge. So that's where I want the lyrics to come in. So I'm just gonna hum out an idea. So I'm going to go to this input on the new track and choose my microphone. And then let's click this to arm it for recording, and we'll go here to record. Let's go to vocals, and first I'm just gonna write out the lyrics. Both feet on the ground, yeah, I'm running, even if it's just in circles. Keep my head down. Could then rhyme this line with running, so I could put like, I can't keep going if it's gonna. I'm just making up shit at the top of my head. Don't expect Paul McCartney. Drag both of us underground. Let's go. Super emo, angsty. In my room, I call your name. We got our lyrics. Now let's do a style. Emo, belted, whiny, angsty. Go to advanced options, and I want the audio influence at like 50. I don't want it to take too much influence from the quality of my recording and singing, but I do want it to get that vocal melody right.
Both feet on the ground, yeah, I'm running. Even if it's just in circles, keep my head down. But I can't keep going if it's gonna drag both of us underground. In my room, I call your name.
Let's turn up the audio influence to 60. Let's hear what we got.
Both feet on the ground, yeah, I'm running. Even if it's just in circles, keep my head down. But I can't keep going if it's gonna drag both of us underground.
Okay, that works. So I'm gonna add a new track and then select this section, and we're gonna get some screaming vocals in there. Emo screaming. Screamo, I guess. And then the cool thing with screaming lyrics is they really don't have to be like too intricate. I thought I loved you, but you were just a hooker. I thought you wanted me, but you just wanted sugar. This is turning into a song about a sugar daddy. The advanced options, we can keep the audio influence down. Let's create.
I thought I loved you, but you were just a hooker. I thought you wanted me, but you just wanted sugar.
I wanted screaming, but that's kind of fire. All right, now let's get some gang box for these. So let's just duplicate this, and then we'll replace this with the same exact lyrics, but we'll do backing vocals, gang vocals, shouts, crowd.
I thought I loved you, but you were just a hooker. I thought you wanted me, but you just wanted sugar.
Actually, that sounds really cool as a harmony to go along with this.
I thought I loved you.
Okay, that's a great harmony actually, so I'm gonna keep that, and let's duplicate. And maybe this shouldn't be backing vocals. Maybe this should just be vocals. Gang vocal shout. Shouting. Yelling. Shouting. Put this audio influence. Let's go to 0. Maybe it just needs no influence from the rest of the track to really do this right.
I thought I loved you, but you were just a hooker.
Damn it, that's a good harmony too, but it's not doing what I want, but it's doing good things.
I thought I loved you.
God, that sounds so good. Let's add another track. Screaming, yelling, shout. Just shouts. We'll exclude styles. We'll say singing. Maybe that'll work.
I thought I loved you, but you were just a hookup.
That sounds good. I really wanted screaming in there, but Suno refuses to give it to me, so whatever. I like it. Now I'm going to export this as multi-track, so we have all the stems, and then we can do mixing and all of that stuff. But if you want to see how I actually use stems from Suno and how I use Suno Studio to generate layers, I have a whole series called How to Use Suno Studio Like a Pro Producer, where I go really into depth into all of that. And if there's anything else you want me to cover, let me know down in the comments, or I'm going to hire a Russian spy named Francesca to fall in love with you for 12 years. And on that 12th anniversary, she's gonna give you a